And the same images, the same symbols, the same knowledge, same stories that are found 12,000 years ago in Göbekli Tepe are found on petroglyphs in North America.
Yes.
So it's like, and those petroglyphs are only, what they say is only maybe 2,000 years old. So there's 10,000 years of space between what they found in Göbekli Tepe and the identical thing in America. It's how is that possible? So why did this come to me, or why am I searching this? Why do I find this important? Is that we are our ancestors. We're literally an unbroken chain of life. Mm-hmm. The body that I exist in today, the body that you exist in today, connects to the first mother. We're an unbroken chain of life. We are our ancestors. And as a society, I think that's kind of whitewashed out of us, where we don't understand, I could speak those words, but what does it actually mean to you? Does it hit you in your gut? Do you understand what I'm really saying to you? Is that all your information, your DNA, your genes, your consciousness has a link to our most ancient ancestors. And if we are able to tap into that link, our ancestors speak through us. But it's a language we have to accustom ourselves to again. And this is, again, part of the spiritual journey and path of understanding that there is an unbroken chain of consciousness. And it's a type of rejoining. To really describe that feeling, it's not it's a very powerful spiritual experience that changes your mind, changes your energy, it changes how you see yourself in the world. And nobody can take that away from you after you've discovered that for yourself.
Yes, I refer to this as our real inheritance. This is the meaning of inheritance for me. And the little things that people think, the little concept of inheritance where mom dies and you inherit whatever mom had. Well, this is true, but it's not her physical things. It's her blood memory that chains us all the way back down into the roots of whatever this is, to the core, the kernel. And the deeper in we go in this discovery, which is really, truly a renewal or a re-amalgamation of what was always there for us. And like we talked about with that picture, coming to it at different stages along the journey and unlocking what was there all along, what was preceded, and I mean pre and then seed, S-E-E-D, for us to find when we are ready along the journey, gives us more fuel to keep going. And to the onlooker that does not do this work, that does not do this journey, we become very different from them. We can look very different at that time. And historically, just in modern history, we can see how this has resulted in the idea of a heretic and persecutions and all of this to support the narratives of what reality is. When, as I see it now, Jason, and as I've always seen it, this is the bigger work. And every time someone stumbles upon something that may bring a spark of light, a synaptic response, a blink of a star in the sky, and I can see it and recognize it, it transfers. It transfers like crystals transfer information to each other. And it may be small at first, and we may be outsiders at first, but it is unstoppable through the dendritic entanglement of this experience we're having. So to get to a place where you were divinely inspired, and I'm saying that, and I mean that in the wholeness of it, the absolute wholeness of it, to bring forth a new connection, a new synaptic response you've had to stimuli through your journey and process, and that I, on this end, I'm just using us as examples because we're here, can hear you over there. I can hear you. And in the hearing, I can see then what you're presenting. And then this whole thing starts to take us collectively deeper into it. And so I'm going to end the first hour on this, and we're going to get back into